Right. Let's lock in for this one because this is easily one of the most misunderstood topics in fitness of all time. It's training splits. This question comes up all the fucking time. What split should I be doing, Dave? What's better? What training split should I be doing? Is it push-pull legs better than upper-lower? Should I train each muscle once a week, multiple times? Is the bro split dead? The internet has turned this into an absolute fucking brawl. You've got influencers saying one split is trash, other coaches saying another split is the only way, and beginners caught in the middle, switching programs every 4 weeks, wondering why nothing's working, or laughing at the OGs who are still doing bro splits every rotation. So today, we're going to dive in, we're going to check them all out, not to rank them, not to crown a winner. We're going to find out which one is S tier for you, because they are not all the same. Each training split is different and has positive and negative aspects to it. And we're going to go over it so I can help you. We'll try to help you figure out which training split is better for you. We're explaining how splits actually work, why different splits exist, and how to choose one that matches your life, your recovery, and your goals. Because here's the truth most people don't want to hear. It all comes down to this. The best split is the one you can execute consistently for long periods of time. Not the one that looks coolest on paper. Not the one your friends are doing. It's the one that works best for you. First of all, let's strip this down to the basics. You might not even know what I'm talking about. What the fuck is a training split? Well, I'll tell you, son or daughter. A training split is simply how you organize your workouts across the week. That's literally it. It's not the stimulus itself. It's not the thing that builds the muscle. It's the schedule that holds your volume, your intensity, and your recovery. Think of it this way. If training stimulus is the food and recovery is digestion, the split is the meal timing. Breakfast in the morning, lunch at noon, supper at supper time. You can eat great food, but if the timing is chaotic, your digestion will suffer. The same goes for training. A poorly timed or laid out training split will do the same, only without the massive diarrhea. A good training split needs to take 3 things into consideration. How many days per week do you train? Which muscles are trained on which days? How much recovery do those muscles need before getting trained again? And here's something important as well. Your muscles don't know what day it is. They don't fucking know. They don't have a calendar. They're completely vibes-based. They don't care if it's chest day or leg day. The only thing they respond to is mechanical tension, volume, recovery time, and compliments from old ladies in the grocery store. If you're huge, you know what I'm talking about. The split is just the framework that helps you manage those variables without completely frying yourself. Most people fail with a specific split, not because their split is bad, but because their split doesn't match the recovery capacity or their lifestyle. Now, I'm going to stomp out one shitty mindset right now, right off the bat, because this belief wrecks more progress than anything else. Your split does not build the muscle. One more time for the people in the back. And by people, I mean influencers. Your split does not build muscle. Volume builds muscle. Progressive overload builds muscle. Adequate recovery builds muscle. The split just organizes that bullshit. When someone says this split builds muscle better than that one, what that really means is this split helped me manage my volume and recovery better. That's all. It worked for that person's specific goals and nothing else. And if you take the same weekly volume, intensity, and effort that they do and reorganize it into different splits, muscle growth will be very similar as long as recovery is adequate. The danger is when people think, if I just switch splits, I'll finally grow. And this happens, especially with the younger generation, the SBL teens, or science-based lifting teens you see in the gym with cuffs and D handles and straps stuck everywhere like they're a dominatrix Rube Goldberg machine. Just no. If you don't progressively overload, if you don't eat enough, if you don't recover, no split will save you. Doesn't matter what it is. So let's look at the first split option we have, full body training, because this one gets dismissed way too quickly. This is the one for the grass-stained, New Balance wearing dads who can only get to the gym a couple times a week. A full body split means exactly what the fuck you think it means. Training most major muscle groups every session, usually 2 to 4 days a week. Now, most people immediately panic. How do you recover if you train everything every day? Easy fucking answer. You don't completely annihilate everything every session. You distribute volume across the week. Full body works because it emphasizes frequency over completely destroying every muscle you can point out on an anatomy chart. Instead of crushing your chest once per week, you stimulate it multiple times with manageable doses. This is especially powerful for beginners because beginners, they don't need insane volume. They just need practice, consistency, and repetition. That's the main goals gym newbies need to have. Full body also protects against missed workouts. So it's perfect for that busy dad on the go or mom. If you do the bro split and you miss a day, you'll miss chest for a whole week. Miss one day in a full body, you're fine. You're going to hit it in a day or two anyway. Who gives a fuck? The only real downside is intensity. If you're a gym rat who chases that deep burn and delayed onset muscle soreness like I do, because I'm a fucking masochist, then the full body split isn't going to work the best because it's designed to not completely kick the shit out of your muscles because it wants you to hit them again in a day or two, which you can't do if you went so hard you need 5 fucking days to recover. So that's why the full body split is great for beginners, people who can only train 2 or 3 times a week, those with busy schedules, people trying to rebuild habits, people who recover quickly but can't train often, shit like that. The biggest mistake with full body is turning it into a marathon session because that defeats the whole fucking purpose of it. An example of a good full body split workout would be 1 to 2 compound lifts and then 2 to 3 accessory lifts, focused, efficient, done. If you train 3 days per week and you're not going full body and or upper lower split, you're probably going to leave some gains on the table. If you train more than 3 days, then full body is probably not for you. A good example of a weekly layout for this split would look something like Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Day A would be squat emphasis, barbell, back squat, bench press, lat pull downs or pull-ups, Romanian deadlift, and planks. This gives you a heavy lower body focus plus moderate upper volume, and you're stimulating everything without frying it. Day B, a hinge emphasis, so deadlifts or trap bars, overhead press, seated cable rows, walking lunges, hanging knee raises. This is a posterior chain focus with upper pushing and pulling balance. And then day C, so if you go Monday, Wednesday, Friday, you can just split this up Monday, Wednesday, Friday, easy peasy. Day C or Friday being an upper bias, front squat or leg press, incline dumbbell press, chest supported row, lateral raises, cable curls, and tricep pushdowns superset. That ends the week with lighter legs, more upper volume before the weekend. You repeat that every week as a beginner, you will have massive fucking gains in no time. You're hitting everything. Every day something gets hit. Every day some major part of your body that all gets hit. So if you're new to the gym or you're a busy dad, busy mom that can only get there 2 or 3 times a week, full body might be the option for you. But maybe 2 to 3 days isn't enough. Maybe you go more than that. So that's going to bring us to an option that might work better for you then, the upper-lower split. One of the most balanced and effective stimulus structures there is. Upper body one day, lower body the next, usually 4 days per week minimum. This split sits perfectly between full body and higher volume splits and gives you enough frequency to grow, enough recovery to stay healthy and rested, and enough structure to continually progress. Progress. Why did I say it like that? Weird. The upper lower is quite popular nowadays in the gym scene. You're going to see it everywhere. And what makes it so popular is its respect of fatigue. There's no overtraining here. Upper body days don't trash your legs, and lower body days don't compromise pressing strength. It also makes progression relatively easy. You see the same lifts twice a week, you get muscle feedback pretty quickly, and you can adjust fast. Now, if you're considering the upper lower, this split works best for the early to mid intermediate level lifters. So if you've been lifting a little bit, you're familiar with the gym, and you've got more time than some other people, like the busy dads with the green stained New Balance shoes. You can get to the gym 4 times a week, at least. People training 4 days per week for strength and hypertrophy. And lifters who want balance. If someone asked me, hey, dickhead. Why? What's the safest split to run long term? Upper lower would be very high on the list because it's boring. And boring works. Boring and safe. An example of a good upper-lower split would look like something like this. Monday, upper A. Tuesday, lower A. Wednesday, rest. Thursday, upper B. Friday, lower B. Saturday, Sunday, rest. Same thing. And then repeat that every fucking week. No change. You could ride that for weeks or months and not have to change anything with the rotation. The Monday upper would be horizontal push-pull. You could do bench press, barbell rows, incline dumbbell press, lat pull-down, triceps push-down, and dumbbell curls. Then you switch to the lower A on Tuesday with a squat focus, back squats, Romania deadlifts, leg press, seated ham curls, standing calf raises. Wednesday, switch back to upper, only this time we're doing the second upper. So upper B, overhead press, pull-ups or assisted pull-ups, chest flies, cable or dumbbell, face pulls, easy bar curls, overhead tricep extensions. And then Friday, switch back to lower, only you're doing the alternate, so lower B with a hinge focus, deadlift or trap bar, Bulgarian split squats, lying ham curls, leg extensions, and seated calf raises. You're hitting everything, you're getting your rest, and it's always something different every day. You can repeat that. You can loop that forever. So that's the full body. That's the upper lower. And then we've got push-pull legs. This is probably one of the most popular ones on the go right now. It's the most popular split in the gym rat community for sure. The science-based lifting guys are all about it. It's basically the internet's favorite split at the moment. Push, chest, shoulders, triceps, pull, back, biceps, legs, quads, glutes, hamstrings. PPL or push-pull legs is popular because it feels productive. You walk out of the gym feeling fucking destroyed, like you got your ass kicked. But people confuse destruction with progress. When you're walking around feeling like you've just been hit by a Mack truck, you're going to feel like you got some shit done. Push-pull legs works best when you're doing higher volume training for sure. When you're training 5 to 6 days per week, you recover well because you're still giving specific muscle groups enough time to rest in between, assuming you eat enough and you sleep enough too. Obviously, those are pretty big factors. The problem is most people run push-pull legs like they're advanced lifters when they're not. They turn every session into a fucking battleground and they train to failure constantly. They accumulate fatigue faster than they can recover. But push-pull legs was designed as a volume management tool. But it's not a license to smash yourself to fucking smithereens. If you run it properly, it's fucking amazing. If you run it recklessly, prepare to plateau and not break through it. You'll be stuck there. A good push-pull legs is fairly simple. It's a 3-day rotation, 2 times a week with a rest day in between. Good if you're going to go 5-6 times a week. Monday push, Tuesday pull, Wednesday legs. Thursday push, Friday pull, Saturday legs, Sunday rest. Your push day would look something like bench press, overhead press, incline dumbbell press, lateral raise, cable tricep push down, and an overhead tricep extension. Your pull day would look like something like this. What the fuck? You tuned into this shit? A pull day would look like fuck me. Pull-ups or lat pull-downs, barbell rows, seated cable rows, face pull, dumbbell curl, and hammer curls. And then the leg day. Back squat, Romania deadlift, leg press, lying ham curls, walking lunges, and standing calf raises. You could run that forever, as long as you do it right. Like I said, good for intermediate or advanced lifters. If you're training 5-6 times a week, this could be the split for you. But you just got to be careful with it. Push-pull legs is great if you know what you're doing. If you don't know what you're doing, I would suggest something else, something more classic, like the ultimate, my personal favorite, the bro split. Chest, check. Back, check. Legs, check. Shoulders, check. Arms, check. Check. Checkity, check, check, fucking check. People love to hate on the bro split, especially the younger science-based lifting crowd right now. You're going to see them all over the internet shitting all over the bro split. You're doing the bro split in the big 2026, bro. He's doing the bro split, bro. You'll see it all over TikTok, all over Instagram. They think the bro split is the least optimal split out of them all. But you know how I feel about optimal. I've talked about that before. But here's the actual truth. Bro splits aren't bad. They're not bad at all. They're just advanced tools. I've been running the bro split for 10 fucking years. And I mean, I don't want to say it, but fucking look at me. The bro split shines when you already have muscle. You need high per session volume, and you can train 5 to 6 days per week. You recover extremely well. Nothing is going to beat the bro split for recovery. because every muscle group gets an entire fucking week, give or take, to recover. Bro splits fail beginners because beginners don't need massive volume. They need frequency and they need practice. Think of bro splits like a scalpel used for precision. Targeted and effective when used in the hands of a skilled individual. Not that I consider myself skilled. I'm like a drunk toddler with a hammer half the time. I just so happen to actually hit a nail or two once in a while. A broken clock is right twice a day, right? Here's why I love the bro split, okay? But every day I go into the gym with a pure focus on my target. I obliterate said target, and then I leave with that muscle group sufficiently fucking destroyed. And I definitely feel like I did what I was supposed to do while I was in there. Arm day, you go in, you fuck your arms up for an hour and 20 minutes, and you know it's mission accomplished. Your arms are fucking totaled. And it takes 3 days to recover. Luckily for you, if it takes longer, you got a whole week to recover because your next arm day isn't until the next week. That's why I love it. Now, some people are like, but you don't get to fucking, your arms will recover within 3 days. You don't get to do the next day within the 3. This is why I run my bro split a little differently. My bro split is typically 5 days. Chest, back, shoulders, legs, and arms. And I use my 6th gym day to hit whatever group I feel is lacking at the time. Over the summer, I was using day 6 for chest, so I was really able to get my chest from a place where I felt it was lagging behind everything else to now it's one of my best features. It's where I feel it should be in proportion with the rest of my body. I'm currently using day 6 for arms, getting them where I need, hitting arm day twice a rotation to really build up my bis and tris. And when I'm done that, I'll start using day 6 for legs. As now that everything else is growing, they're starting to lag behind as opposed to last spring when they were leading the pack. Everything is constantly growing at different paces and it's moving pieces and you got to be able to see it. And I'm always able to shift my extra day around and hit whatever group I feel needs it the most. That's why I love the bro split. It's the most maneuverable, I feel, for when you can really look at yourself, see what's lagging, see what needs to work, and then you can focus on it and get things where you feel it needs to be. And it's the split that's going to make you feel the most accomplished afterward. That's for damn sure, because you just destroy whatever target is that day. Recovery takes longer, but I feel the progression jumps more than the other splits. And whether it takes longer or not, you got a whole week before you train again, that muscle group. So it doesn't really matter how long the recovery takes. Nothing's going to take you a full week to recover unless you go ham. A bro split week looks like this. Monday, chest day, international chest day, typically. So typically I'll do chest on a different day because everybody does chest on Monday. Tuesday, back. Wednesday, legs. Thursday, shoulders. Friday, arms. Saturday, Sunday is rest. For most people, I will take the Saturday and, like I just said, I'll hit something else. I'll hit whatever's lagging. Your chest day would look like a bench press, incline dumbbell press, cable fly, chest dips, cable crossovers, seated machine flies. Your back day, Tuesday, could be deadlifts, pull-ups, chest-supported rows, straight arm pull-downs, wide grip pull-downs, back extensions. I shoot for about 6 or 7 workouts in each day. I like to keep training to about an hour, and I'll do 4 sets of everything typically. In there, you're focused, you're hitting everything a lot. And that 4th set is the real working set. Usually it takes a set or 2 to get warmed up, to get your muscles going where they need to be. That's why I feel like 3 sets isn't really enough. The 3rd set you hit, your body's just getting warmed up, your muscles are finally getting into it. And I feel like if you do 1 more, then you're really putting the screws to it. Then you got your legs, your Wednesday, your leg day, back squats, hack squats or leg press, Romanian deadlifts, leg curls, leg extensions, calf raises. Pretty standard. Shoulders, overhead press, great to start, dumbbell or sitting machine, lateral raises, rear delt flies, upright rows, standing archer cable rows. Make sure you're hitting all the delts. Arms, Friday, easy bar curls, incline dumbbell curls, cable pushdowns, skull crushers, forearm finishers, finding something to crush those forearms. Don't let those lag behind. Notice how the exercises don't magically change between splits. Only the organization does. Like these are the same exercises you're doing and all the other stuff, push, pull, legs, full body, whatever, what have you. But it's the organization that moves around. Same movements, same muscles, just arranged to match specific recovery and schedule. A lot of people don't have 6 days to be in the gym. Some days I'm in there twice a day. I'm a fucking fitness trainer. It's what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to be there. A lot of people don't have that kind of time. So a bro split might not work for you. If you want to make real use of the bro split, you need to be in the gym at least 5 times a week. So let's make this practical. If you're not sure what split you should be using, ask yourself 5 questions. I'll make it easy for you. How many days can you realistically train? How long can my sessions be? How well do I recover? How long have I been training? And do I miss workouts often? Then choose accordingly. Is your schedule busy or hectic? Am I fairly new to the gym lifestyle? Full body or upper lower? Am I a gym addict with great recovery? Push-pull legs. Am I an advanced lifter with weak points and the ability to target more directly? Bro split. Every split has its pros and its cons, and not every split is going to work for everybody. The best split is the one that fits your lifestyle, but ultimately, it's the one you're going to enjoy and keep doing. I hammer that point home all the time. What are you going to keep doing? What do you like the most that's going to keep you coming back? That's the one that's going to work for you. Is your schedule busy, but you enjoy the bro split? Then fuck it. Do the bro split. Just be careful to manage your calendar a bit more closely. Go 6 times a week and just want to do the same thing every day? Fuck it. Do full body. I don't give a fuck. I'm not your mother. You're the one that has to actually do the work, not me. I'm not doing the work for you. It doesn't matter in the end what I say. It doesn't matter what split works best for what situation. The best split that's going to work for you is the one you like and the one you're going to keep doing. I can give you my advice. I can give you suggestions based on information, based on how you train and what your schedule looks like, what your recovery looks like. I can give you what I would suggest would work best for you. But ultimately, it's the one you're going to enjoy the most, the one you're going to keep doing. You're the one that has to do the work, so make it fun for yourself. You only have to answer to you. You don't answer to me. I'm not going to know if you only get to go to the gym 3 days a week and you're doing a bro split. The fuck am I going to do? All this bullshit is just a guide or suggestions. Find what works for you and hammer it into the fucking ground. So remember, your split does not build muscle. Your split just organizes the stress. That's all. There's no perfect program. There is only intelligent structure, progressive overload, and consistency. So choose a split you can run for months. Train hard, recover harder, train smart, and fine-tune your physique.